So I'm going to lighten it up over here. Now, let's jump into the next team, which this was a tricky team because a lot of people have them a lot higher than they have right here at covers. They got them in the 3 spot. I've seen them in the 2 spot, but a lot of people are back in the Rays. But this Boston Red Sox team right here, and my take on the Boston Red Sox is we know you dirty over there, and I'm going conspiracy theorists on this one. We've already seen in the spring training, they're throwing balls at guys from the Astros, and these guys is just basically lined up next. They're doing a little cover up for them so they don't get to them. So they're going to have to sit down for 1 year at least and just play some normal baseball and not contend too hard in that conference, because if they start making noise, people are going to start bringing it up. The way Mookie Betts and them just left, that lets you know something's going on over there. So this is a fade team right here for sure. And this one might be worth it, Parley Poppy, to put a future on the under on this team right here.
The reason I would agree with that, I don't agree with that first part. The reason I would agree with some of that is due to the fact that they don't have a 5th starter. Chris Sale is my age. He's 30, you know? This guy is not a fucking ruined commodity, right? You don't have a 5th starter in the rotation in the Red Sox. Why did they suck last year? They didn't suck. Their offense was one of the best. It's because their pitching sucks. And they finally figured out some things in the bullpen with Workman as a closer, and then kind of assimilated a makeshift bullpen that was not working for them. Why did that team trend to the over? Why did that team lose so many favorite games? If you were betting the Red Sox every game you lost, you were a loser. Yeah. The fact is, you got Martin Perez.
They're both shit too.
Yeah, I mean, you got Martin Perez and Kevin Pillar, right? Pillar, you know who that is, Ghoster.
Damn right, Superman.
He had the best year of his career last year. Who fucking cares? That dude sucks. He's not a hitter. You can't replace the bat in Mookie Betts, but I'll tell you what, the Red Sox pipeline is huge and stacked. This team's still going to hit the ball. Give me a break. You got Andrew Benintendi, who's a young guy who's coming back from some injuries. That lineup is stacked. The problem is pitching again. It's going to be the same thing. I think the win total is it's the same with the Blue Jays. I don't know if it's going to go over or under because of the fact that there are so many intangibles with the department in the pitching. The pitching with the Red Sox is the problem. The offense is not. Without Mookie Betts, it doesn't matter. Dodgers, that was probably the worst fucking for a year. That was so bad. That was so illogical. It's hilarious. We could go on for an hour about how stupid to do that. This year, Dodgers, I need another bat. Why don't you actually reconstruct what you just paid this dude for a year to take over that? Your entire staff in the bullpen department, Dodgers. Take a fucking lesson. Jesus Christ. They're out. Dodgers are not winning no World Series today. This was the year they fucked up. Long story short, Red Sox. Polarizing team. Still going to be offensively potent. Problems with pitching continue. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna stay on the conspiracy theory side, and maybe they was getting help with them bats. We don't know. The jury's still out on that. But go ahead for it. Gogi, give them your take on this Red Sox team.
Yeah, this Red Sox team, just like Parley's saying, I think from just he's breaking down, it's going to be an over team. They still have bats. They still don't have relievers. They don't have that fourth. Even their fourth pitcher, like Evaldi, he wasn't. I couldn't trust that.
Oh
guy.
Man.
Other than Sale, they really don't have much guys. Who else do I see here? Hector Velasquez, he was up and down. Eduardo Rodriguez, another guy. These aren't starting pitchers you really can rely on other than Sale, and he wasn't even that good last year. So I would be looking at overs for this team. They added Pillar. That's going to help there. He can spread his distance. He's a great fielder. He still is. They got a hell of outfielders: Benintendi, Bradley Jr., JD Martinez, Pillar. So they got the bats. It's just like he's saying.
It's going to be the same as last year, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be the same thing.
Like it could be 4-2, and the game's going to finish 7-6 or something. Like this team's very overtreading. And you can't trust them to finish games still. So right. I would be looking I don't know. I didn't get the win total, but I would think they don't hit 90 wins. That's for sure. I think they'd be about 80, 86, 85 kind of win team.
Where's that win total? I think that is 85, right, DJ?
Is that what it is?
They got let me see right here. Red Sox are I seen 80 something.
At the most 88.
It's in that same
84
range.
and a half. 84 and a half.
With the Blue Jays, those are so tightly lined, those totals. You know what I mean? It's so hard to actually hop on a bet like that.
Well, that's just like our guy Greg EV said, and it was a conversation for us that, you know, many people think, you know, they're cheating or this or that, but you know, actually, it's that the line setters are really good, man. They really close. They really do. That's their job. They're doing a good job at it. Modern technology makes it even better for them with algorithms and stuff. You know, they really can catch you by a half point,
literally. And that's why it is where it is. What would I set those lines up for both those teams? The same in that range. You know what I mean?
I would have set the Jays for about 78.5.
No way.
I think they're going to be close to an 80-win team, Tyler. I do.
Hey, you know who would say that? Somebody from fucking Toronto, Canada.
Well, you know what? When it does happen, I'll be the guy who you can say, you know what? That Gokster guy, he called that shit.
Hey, man, the Canadians are on the move in sports, man.
You pinned that tweet for the MLB.
Look at that. Jays went far. With Raptors, we took the championship. MLS, you know, our MLS team won. You know, Toronto's moving up.
Canadians are taking off in sports, man. And not only that, I'll tell you where you really see Canadians taking off. College basketball. A lot of college basketball guys are coming from Canada.
And it's all in the GTA. It's all around the Toronto area, which is in Montreal. That's kind of where most of them are coming out of.
Hey, Gokster, where you at in the Canada area?
I'm right in between, really, Toronto and Montreal. I'm right in the middle.
Toronto. That's all I hear.
We like to call it Bell Vegas.
Bell Vegas. We got the casino. We got the strip clubs. You know, what do you need? We got the beaches. We got the babes. We got it all.
What you gonna do with the beaches, the babes, and the strip club at -20, man? -20.
Hey, you gotta huddle up, baby. That's the move.
Don't touch me. You might be cold.
Let's share my wetsuit. I know I can't even fit in the wetsuit, but let's share it. Come on.
The wetsuit ain't gonna be too wet. It's gonna be more like a frozen suit.
There you go.
What up, now? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.